Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you midday money. It's Money Monday, December the 19th. Welcome on into the show, everybody. Everybody's doing well today. As always, now part of Believe. Check it out. All your podcast forums, go check it out. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? I see Dave already made a comment. I'll have to swing up and say hello to Dave in a minute as I just loaded up the Believe link. Find us on all your favorite podcasting locations. But also, if you want to watch a live video, again, on the podcast, it is loaded up after the show. If you want to watch live, especially when we get to the weekend kind of stuff, when there's 12 o'clock games, college basketball, college football during the regular season, obviously the live show is where it's at here. You know, winner free picks could be part of the family. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs, all the free picks, they're posted. They're out there in the Twitter universe. You can go check them out. And let's get going here. We'll start with our little recap of the picks yesterday. Here, so NFL, not good. Not good. We go 1-3. I'm going to put the picks for today up here. Again, they'll be rolling in the video, but for the playback, here we go. So 1-3 in the video yesterday, not good. 40-41, minus 780. My premiums, I go 4-4, back-to-back 4-4s. Listen, I don't want a 4-4 week. Season's still nice, 64%, but what am I gonna say? Hit a little bit of a rough patch. This weekend, though, if you watched Look at Lines last night, I told you I got 13 games already loaded up, and I think I got some good numbers here for that. College basketball, USC does cash for us here, 61-53 in the video. Premiums, though, 1-2. Again, it's been a scuttling now 10 days, 2 weeks. 178, 151 on the year. Listen, plus 1,200 and change here, 54%. And those new to the game might think 54, that's terrible. You should be better than that. Well, just the difference between 54 and let's talk about 52% that we are in NHL. Now, we did cash our NHL yesterday. Carolina under 12-18 plus $60 in the video. For the season, 33-31, we're down 360. 2%. 54-52. 12-55, 363. That is the difference when you think that it's not a big deal. Well, 54% is not good. You know, obviously 54 to a 64 is, $2,500 difference between NFL and hockey. But NBA, 15-16 in the video. We had nothing here. 10-10 the premiums up a little bit, 225. Now, let's start talking today's show picks as well. And if you want the premiums, the link is in the description. You can buy me for a week for $39. You can get 13 NFL, and then what do we have? Bowls this week. So we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4 bowl games up until through the weekend. So that's not too shabby. That's 17, and you figure college today I got a 5, I got 7. That's how you figure 3 to 5 a day. You're talking, 40 picks, $1 a pick. Anyway, here we go. Let's start. College basketball again. 61-53 in the video, not too bad. Plus 215. Coastal at plus 9. I got to tell you, I got this in my 5-pack today, and I got it at 6.5 for the people. That's what I bet it at. Bad number? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Give me Coastal Carolina Day. Utah State's another one I bet. It's 2 of the 5 in my 5-pack. You get here, it's minus a 16.5, and a little Arlington plus 15. Arlington was a ad this morning. I was hesitant last night betting it. I'm like, I kind of liked it, right? We talked about San Fran UNLV. People here are like, oh, you got to take UNLV. They're undefeated. San Fran, Dons are a tough team, but now you're off a big win like that. You held UNLV scoreless last, about 4 minutes of the game, right? Big win. On deck, Arizona State, where you have you're in the WCC, play Gonzaga, but you're still WCC versus Pac-12, big brother, little brother type of affair there. I'll grab Arlington here. NBA, Magic, plus 7.5 here. Again, we are 15 and 16 in the video. Not great. 10 and 10 premiums were plus 2.25. I'm going to get the Magic here. They're playing a little competitive ball.
The red hot Orlando Magic. Red hot Orlando Magic.
Did he just take 2 from Boston, right? Boston outright. That's 11.
Took 2 from Boston, 1 from Atlanta, 2 from Toronto, 1 from the Clippers, right. All in a row.
Yeah,
they're playing good.
I'll take a 7.5. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Teams won 5 in a row. And this is a team like, well, they're gonna have a letdown. That's a big win. These guys are playing with house money. They're not. Okay. I mean, think that. I'll keep taking the points with these guys until we don't. Until it's out of the realm. So hockey 12 and 18 plus $60 in video. We cashed yesterday, as I just said. We'll grab a little under Bruins action here, 6.5. And college football, nice little season in the video, 52 and 33 plus 17.45. Marshall over the total here. I do have a side posted. Again, $39. Use a promo code. I think it brings it down to about $31. You get this game, 13 NFL games, 7 college hoops for today, and a couple more bowl games. Make a smart money move, people. Money management. Again, you buy a pick for $34, you won't buy a week for $39. I don't know. I'm not complaining, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And tomorrow's game, a little Eastern Michigan on the money line here for you. Plus 150. Money line at Eastern Michigan. Again, that's tomorrow's game. I just threw it out here ahead of time. Something to talk about because it's a light schedule. And I have visitors coming to do some work on the house. So they're supposed to be here at 12. They could come early. So in case I have to roll out early, give us a little something to talk about on a light day. NFL, no play in this NFL game today. And as I say, and the new folks in here are going to be like, man, this guy just keeps, why has he got to keep saying stuff over and over again? Well, you don't have to play it. You don't got to play Rams or Green Bay. This was a 9. Then the Rams come out with a win. It comes down. Do I want to take Green Bay here? Aaron Rodgers, I mean, why? You can do it. I'm not doing it. I bet a lot of NFL. I don't think anybody's bet more NFL games than me. Definitely nobody's won more than me. That's not just on Winner Free Picks. That's on all my pages. Sports Captain. Sports Captain's about 130 affiliates. Number 1 over there. You don't have to bet the darn games. It's okay to pass. It is. Nobody's, they're not going to cut you off. Your app isn't going to, he didn't bet today. That's it. He's banned. Doesn't happen that way. You don't got to bet the game. You don't got to bet the game. All right. Let's get to the comments. Comment time. Dave's leading off. Marshall, minus 12.5. Look at the Rams plus the points. Again, this UConn team, right? Who had UConn in a bowl game? I like the over in this one. But this UConn bunch, I mean, they're feisty. Again, can you look at the UConn play and think this is like an under? Like it's just a matchup of this is where I don't even know if I should do a rant today about bowl game. We'll do we don't have time for a rant today because it's gonna be a little shorter show because I got a couple things I got to do. We'll do a rant on the expanded playoffs and bowl. This is the kind of stuff you have a team like Connecticut. They're pumped up. They've been miserable. Marshall, you beat Notre Dame, and then your season falls apart. Then you come back and you get a couple wins. Should Marshall win this going away? Right? You think Marshall by 20 in this game, right? You think this game's 27-10 or something along those lines.
So what you're saying is UConn outright.
Yeah. But then a team like UConn, we've seen them battle a little bit. Again, we'll rant on expanded playoffs and how bowls and stuff. Team Money's in the house. Welcome. Michael's here. Or Roberts over. This Jackrabbit, this is not the same offensive team. I mean, I know they've been in wild ones before. So do I want to see the over? I like Oral Roberts today, -9. So yeah. Delaware. I kind of like Delaware. No opinion on a total 142. And no opinion on that total. 142 last night. I got no thought on that. Omaha. Where is Omaha? Against Denver? That's the over. You like the over 147. I can go over 147, but 146 has gone up a tick. Okay, I could get behind that one. KC and South Dak under the 137. Yeah. Ew. I got this right around like a 135. So I'm going to that. I'm not gonna hate you. Okay, college basketball totals. Not my faves. A friend of mine does videos for YouTube for games. I left a few comments with my opinions. The games I lost, all these people came in with these rude remarks. I don't understand why or who has the time. It's easy for people to come in after the fact, Mike, and say, "Oh, you're terrible." Like, again, I put them out. We lose, we lose. I don't care. I'm going to lose a game. Hi, look, you see, we're up in college basketball. We're down in NBA. We're up a little in hockey. We're up in college football. We're down in NFL. We're up in Major League. I don't mind, again, I don't come in. I try not to just belittle other people, other shows, other channels, whatever. I mean, I'll take my shots. I know I'm going to lose. I don't care. Say what you want. I've been standing since the 90s. Bet. I'm still here. I'll take a loss. Yeah, I lose. The people don't tell you to lose. That's another show. That's another rant for another day. Stimmy G, what do you say? No play for me in NFL. Maybe over Baker completions. Take a shot on the Red Wings. I can do a little Baker completions for you. All right, I don't mind that little one. This is again one of those spots. I'm not a huge player prop guy. Stimmy knows this. New people, Stimmy. I got a new podcast. Well, it's not new. It's the same one, but it's over. Stimmy's been here since the beginning. Stimmy was living in a van down by the river. Now the guy lives in Malibu for my free picks. What do we got here on the Red Wings as a doggy? Against the Cat. Why not take a shot? I know they've struggled. Okay. They're struggling a little bit, the Red Wings here. 165. I'll take a shot against the Capitals. Never going to turn down that plus money. Plus dollar daddy. Plus dollar daddy. Tim shaking his head. Never been NBA early. Don't know who's playing until why bet the NBA? It's terrible. Bucks team total under 13 road games this year. Bucks have only gone over this once, and that was a 2 OT game versus Thunder. It's good little info right there. I like that, Michael. Good one. Tim, looking for some NBA?
Yes. You can check out my show on Picks and Parlays every day. Balling out with Tim Murrow. We go over the entire NBA slate. I figure I keep shouting it out because I need that to grow a little bit. But that's on Picks and Parlays every day. But I am with Higgs on those Orlando Magic. I've been riding them through the last couple of days. They've been making me some money. Going to keep going with them. For the NBA Game of the Year, we get the San Antonio Spurs and the Houston Rockets, taking that one under the total.
Are you?
And
no Rockets?
Yes.
No Rockets revenge game?
No, I'm not laying points with the Rockets. That doesn't happen. I'm on the Timberwolves, I'm on the Thunder, and I'm on the Pelicans as well. 3 home dogs. Pelicans went from a 1.5 point fave to a 1 point dog, but 3 home dogs right now on those games. So those are the 5 plays for the NBA today.
I don't know. Why not a little Rockets lay that big juice?
Yeah. If you want to, you go have fun with some Rockets. I'm just going to stick to my under because I don't see them scoring a lot. I don't see either team scoring a lot.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's where I'll roll.
I'm not going to hate that. We won't hate that. All right, let's go on to our next one here with Team Money. Funny Metro Land, I'm taking money line. They either win or get beat off the TV. Yeah. I know you jump onto a lot of money lines, Team Money. This again, but you're absolutely right. They're either going to. Well, I mean, if you're just going money line, I think you got to. And I hate the old people like, oh, you sprinkle it in. I mean, anytime I take a decent dog, I guess you should take a little money line if you think it's going to win. Although it does add up. We talk about that with crazy 5, 7, 10 team parlays, or could do some kind of crazy tease. Those little things add up. Whether $5, next thing you know, your fives. You look at it for a month, it's $75 for you, or if it's 50, it turns into 500. They add up on a sprinkle. Carolina and Washington. Yeah, they've laid eggs yesterday for sure, Carl. I had the Panthers. What are we gonna say? They had been playing well, and I said this last time looking at lines. They're 5-8. Saints are 5-8. Everybody's 5-8, staring up at that 6-win juggernaut Tampa Bay team.
Oh, that's gonna be hilarious to watch the New Orleans Saints or the Carolina Panthers come in, win the division, beat the Cowboys in the first round.
Host the Cowboys in the first round.
No. Whoever gets in, they're end up beating the Cowboys. And then they'll get bounced by like the Lions. That's how it's gonna go.
Because I think the way it lines up is Dallas will play the Eagles.
Dallas will most likely play
the Eagles.
The winner
Tampa,
of
the South, and then they play the Eagles. South. I think. Yeah, they play the South, and then they face the Eagles in the game after.
They're not going to have to face the Eagles.
Calling Dallas getting bounced on the road. Guess I'll be taking Eastern Michigan tomorrow. Yes, take that 150. Unders in a bowl. Yeah. And this is, I think, if you want to just blindly go and bet something in bowl games, forget about taking, if you're taking dogs, they win 30-some% of the time, take a money line. How about we just take unders across the board in bowl games? And I'll tell you, it's for me, you're gonna have NFL guys gonna opt out. You're gonna have some coaching changes. It's all about this transfer portal. You lose 5, you say you lose 3 starters, 10 backups. I mean, you're losing a quarter of your team, some of these teams. I mean, Florida lost like 30 guys to the transfer portal. The rosters are only like, I don't know what it is for Bulls. I think during the season you could suit up with like 60 guys on the sideline or something like that, whatever it is. I mean, teams losing 10 plus guys totally affects game plans. And I don't care, like the next guy, he's pumped up, he gets to play. There's a reason you're a second stringer or a third stringer, or you're banged up coming back from an injury. I will not be shocked for the rest of these bowls to see that be into the 60% range. Now, you're going to have outliers with your better teams, or, that will, your Georgias, your Alabamas. We go through teams that are going to put up points and they're just talented enough to overcome those things. But all in all, absolutely. Green Bay under the 40, I can't blame you for that. 2 garbage teams. But again, people are going to think, oh, it's Baker, it's Green Bay. No way he's going to perform. I mean, would you be shocked here if Green Bay finally runs the ball a little bit and they get 3 touchdowns out of the running backs, and Green Bay, who's that kid on Green Bay who just he's got like 13 catches and like 9 touchdowns, whoever that guy is, Are you going to be shocked when they score 30 Green Bay tonight? And this game goes over like a 30 to 29-17 goes over the total. I'm not going to, I'm not betting this game. Marshall team total over, -10's what I got. Tata Great is in the house. Rob Franklin, here he is. Packed tonight. Rob Franklin, Jordan Love fan club president. He's waiting. He's waiting his time out for Jordan Love to get that nod here. Is Rodgers going to go to the Colts next year? It's going to be the new Colts quarterback. You're biased on your pick there, Rob. We know. I know who you. I know
the Rams outright winner tonight.
Denver Cos Hoops, the Pioneers. I like that Pioneer Club. I got Pioneer circled on my sheet. Pioneers, Denver and Holy Cross almost made it. They almost made it. Could have been part of the 7. Could have been a 9-pack. Carl, you too. I know it's Hanukkah started last night. It's Christmas this weekend. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you. Let's see. Nick Hunt's liking the Packers plus 30.5. I don't think you go wrong on 30.5. I mean, that's a fair bet. I don't know the kind of juice on 30.5, Nick, but.
Oh, it's only like minus 12,000, so you're good.
Worth a shot. I think you're safe, 30.5. The Blue Hens of Delaware against Ryder. Why are they a dog against Ryder? The Bronx. Hey, Brandon. Hey, how are you, Brad? I'm good. Thanks.
What's up, Brad? How you doing?
Thoughts on Siena and the Bonnies? This line was a pick 'em. Then last night was Bonnies +1. Now I'm saying Bonnies -2. Siena's a tough little team. Yeah, I kind of like Siena. I'm not high. I've talked about the Bonnies and Duquesne. Two teams I don't like out of the A10. Trevor's in the house. If I could scroll down to him. Cowboys coach you a 4-legger. Brutal. Best way to go 3-1, baby. Put that 4-teamer in. You got to listen. I Dallas had a bad note. I Dallas at 6.5. And when I bet my games ahead of time, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a week out, my thought was Dallas beats up on the Texans. I'm thinking that game would be like a 30-10 kind of game, 30-13. Tennessee would beat up on the Jaguars. That would be like a 30-17 kind of game as well. Dallas line moves up to 7. So I've had people get all giddy on Dallas. Oh, it's the Cowboys. I get the Cowboy bias, bump that over 7. I think I'm looking good 6.5. Well, Dallas should have lost. Jacksonville in a rout. And this line comes down, and I'm left holding a bag. It happens. It happens. Don's still riding one. Let's go. Hey, listen, I was telling Tim, we're talking before show. I'm like, I'm just having such a bad 10 days, 2 weeks of college hoops, just up, down. NFL 4 and 5. We're spinning, we're down. I mean, that's just part of it. I say this all the time, whether it's September, December, March, and as a guy who sells, when people jump on and you have a week where you're not doing anything, you're down a little bit. It's frustrating. It's frustrating for me anyway. But I've bet enough where I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I just move on to the next day. Here are the numbers. Let's go. And for new people to betting, or people who come in and buy from me, or anybody else, or any tout guy, handicapper, professional, they don't have the mindset. I'm not saying you. I'm singling you out here, Don, or just other people. People new to betting, and if you haven't been a couple months, a year, you're still new. You need to change your total aspect of what you think betting is. And newer people just don't have that. Okay, we'll get straight. We do. That just is. Hey, Greg. Hey, Nick. How are you? I'll come to your new show and give you yeah, Mike, you got to go check out Ballin' Out. Ballin' Out. It's a great name. Manhattan Maris under the 130. The Red Foxes. Go under the 130. It was 130.5 last night. I got this at a 130-ish myself. Take it. Why not? I don't love my college hoops totals. Washington look lost. Hopefully everyone catches on. Fading the Raptors. Washington look lost. What watch? Are we talking about the Wizards or are we talking about the Redskins last night? Because let's be honest. All right,
Wizards have lost 10 straight games. Wizards have lost 10 straight games.
But they got is Beal's not playing, right? Porzingis is he still out too?
Porzingis he's banged up, but he's playing now. They just lost to the Lakers on a last second shot. I don't know. They covered yesterday. Didn't play them.
Yeah. Can the Rams win? Think 7.5 for once. You like the 7.5? NFL's always laying, but I think the Rams probably went outright, and I love dogs. Again, why? I mean, you want to. I understand taking dogs, Tim Money. I mean, we've chatted before on. It's just that I like money in my pocket. I'm not running just to bet. Well, I got to take let's do this. You can pass. And as I mentioned to Don, where I'm like, hey, people need to adjust thinking comes to betting. If you can't just not bet a game, and then tomorrow you're or midway through the game, I knew I should have did it. Oh my God, this is so easy. No. This is not one game or one day at a time. Can't. Why bet it? I mean, mate, listen, Team Money, I don't know you. I mean, you could have money stacks like it's train smoke coming out of a steam engine. You could just bet every day whatever you want. Hope the Lions make the playoffs. As a Raider fan, I know what it's like when your team stinks for decades. Go Lions. Got for MVP. Got for MVP. Listen, they got Carolina, the Bears, and Green Bay. 3 teams with losing records. They could win all those games and have 10 wins on the year after starting with 1 win. Coastal. I like Coastal. I bet them. I bet them at 6.5. It went up to 9. It was 9 this morning when I did the video, when I was loading these up at around 9 o'clock. Green Bay isn't scoring 30 unless Baker turns into a turnover machine. I'm just saying, Team Money in. I don't want to bust out the pen here, but let's be honest. I don't know what to expect. Green Bay. They've been terrible. It's like Tampa Bay. Do we expect them to just, here we go, it's time to score? Tampa Bay was up 17-0 yesterday. How'd that work out? Baker gets over 180. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see him go for what? I'd like to see him throw for 300 yards tonight. That would be great. Then I come in here and be like, dog's any over, baby. I mean, Rob won't be happy, but get out. AJ, what? I say this all the time. Go put that on a shirt. I say this all the time. We're just throwing out random player props. Like, what drives you to bet this game tonight? Bake some cookies. Watch Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. I don't know. And again, I hate to be like, here's the old guy yells at cloud, but I mean, if you don't have to bet it. You don't. Rodgers needs to go to San Fran. No, they got Lance as their guy. Garoppolo be leading the Colts or Carolina or the Patriots or the Texans. Rodgers will go to the Colts. They like to gather their old quarterbacks. Eric's taking UConn plus the points at football night. Had a good NFL weekend. Yeah, not a bad weekend for dogs. You had those dogs that did good. You got the Bears, Texans, Jags, Lions, a lot of doggies. Falcons. Still alive in Survivor. The fella had the Vikings. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's a nice one. Texans at Tennessee playing Sunday. I like the Texans, Brandon. I already bet them. Big Brad, I got Texans plus 9. That's Tennessee favorite. Double digit. I mean, come on. Swanson for the Cubbies. Yeah. I mean, under 200 mil. Everybody else is getting 300 mil. This guy's, right? He's how old, Swanson? He's like 28? He's still young. I mean, he came up with Arizona real young. Coming into his prime last 2 years, 25, 28 home runs last couple of years? 177's a bargain. What else are the Cubs doing? Can go get another bat. I like the Bellinger deal. I wish the Yanks had Bellinger. Although, as I said before, I wanted Gallo and Belly in Colorado. That would have been interesting to see those two guys up there finding their swings again. Why not? You got Chris Bryant. Go, spend another 12 million, 35 million. Bring those two guys on 1-year deals. How if I'm a hitter, I'm going to Colorado just to pad my stats. Worst case, I'm traded in July anyway after I have like 30 homers at the break. I'm going somewhere else to a contender. Swanson deal's excellent. And I thought, when I initially read, I thought the Braves had some youngsters ready to go here, but they're talking about, some stopgaps. Like, I don't know, here comes Gene Segura, which I like. Listen, Braves have a lot of young studs. They don't need to fill in with another huge guy here. Gene Segura would be a nice little fill for them, I guess. Excellent deal, though, for the Cubbies. We'll be busy with audio. Big audio dynamite. I'm fading myself college hoops for now. The play is South Florida because I like Hofstra. Now, Anthony's coming in. He's like, go to the old reverse jinx on yourself. Let's take a little Hofstra. I like the Pride, personally, today. I like Hofstra. Did not bet it, Ant. Did not bet it. What percentage of your early NFL guys beat the line? You know, Miss, I don't even go back and check. I guess I probably should kind of keep them. It's just, me, bet it, forget it. Like I'm way ahead of lines this week. But does it matter if it, who knows if they win or not? Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. I like to, again, back to my bet it and forget it mentality. As far as I'm concerned, it's over. It's Monday. It's Sunday's. That's not even Monday. Sunday, it's a new, I'm betting games Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the next week. More on Sunday as I watch games unfold and see the lines. But I really don't rehash. Go back and keep track of those. Because in the end, it doesn't matter. It's nice. I feel good about it on a. So let's pull up some live lines here. Let's see what we got here for this weekend. I'll just give you a couple games I have. We talked about these on Look Ahead lines last night. Jags, Jets -1 and a 39. I got the Jags +2 and under 42.5. All right. Cleveland 3 and 33. I have Cleveland 3 and under 39. What's another big move here? Cincy total 39.5. I got under 42. Houston +9. I think that says Houston 9. It's down to 7. Wow. Okay, I didn't even know that one was coming. I'm just looking at the board here. Kansas City 9.5. I got 9. So it's not the best one there. I get a little. It doesn't. I guess I could go through them, but I don't do that. It doesn't make a difference. I'm not a game, but you have any idea why UConn would bump up to 12.5? It probably doesn't move money like that. You're supposed to be betting expert. I'm listening. Well, it's bumping up because everybody's going to bet Marshall. UConn has trouble scoring 10 points a game. And if Marshall scores in the 20s, we got our work cut out for us taking UConn at 12.5. Public's going to come in on favorites. That's number one. You're going to hear, I don't even know what the talking heads are talking about on this Marshall game today. This is, for me, people are going to go Marshall, and when they start talking about them, they'll be like, they beat Notre Dame. They beat Notre Dame. That's all I hear in my head. They beat Notre Dame. So it's a favorite. You're going to look at the UConn team and be like, are you kidding me? Like, how do these guys score points? They score, 5 points a game. And we did you have them, Tim? You had them early against the first game of the season against Utah State. They were getting like 20 points.
Yes.
And they were winning that game until like halftime, and then Utah State came in, scored late in the third quarter, whatever, pulled away. Short of these guys kind of cover spreads. Now, they didn't cover 50 at Michigan. That's Michigan. They didn't cover at Syracuse when Syracuse was playing good ball beginning of the year, and in the Michigan game. We're going to get 38. We'll cover that. 22.5. We'll cover that. As a favorite, we covered as a 5-point fave. 10-point dog, we'll take it. And I had them against Army, I think, in here in the chat. They were getting 10.5. They didn't end up covering. They're a feisty little bunch, but people don't like that. People are going to say faves and overs. That's what they think. Which twin hit that big contest on DraftKings?
Nick did. He threw together a random lineup for the NFL Showdown slate last night and finished 5th place and got $675.
Nice.
Yeah. He had Barkley as his captain. He had the Giants defense, which scored a fumble.
Scored a touchdown. Yeah, right.
He had Dobson, who scored the touchdown for Washington. And he had Dan Jones, Samuel, and one of the big reasons why he won money, he had Gano, the Giants kicker, and he had 2 over 50-yard field goals.
Nice.
Yeah, he did pretty well last night. He was happy. We were sweating that one out together. It was fun.
And the fact he finished fifth, which is like mind-boggling, considering he had some good. You got the defense. You got a guy kicking 50-yard field goals.
Yeah, he finished fifth out of, I think it was 3,700 people or something like that.
Who did number one guy have?
Dobson as captain and allowed him to get to. There was another guy that did well. He had the defense, obviously. He had a couple of things. I don't remember exactly what the winning lineup was, but I know he had Dobson as the captain.
Yeah.
Hold on, Nick. What did the winning lineup have for last night?
In the the contest I finished fifth in, the top one had Dotson, Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, Terry McLaurin, Giants defense, and Graham Cano.
All right. Yeah, Barkley had a nice little game too.
Yes, he did.
Only worry for Rams, no running game. Baker will have to throw it more. Again, do you have to watch this? Turn on Rudolph, Land of Misfit Toys. Always good to see some Yukon Cornelius. Green Bay has been just like Tampa Bay. It was all over Cincy. Yeah, I had Cincy myself. Baker's brought a swag to the Rams team. Come on. I don't know. Let's talk about it. It's a swag to the Rams team. He's got a good offensive quarterback, or a good offensive head coach. Let him get some things done. But who's playing on his team? I mean, you got guys banged up all over the place. To Christian Watson. Here, Watson's the kid. That's it. ATDs, that's a guy. All he does is score touchdown passes. All he does is get touchdown passes. Scream Shash from some hockey and NBA props. There you go. Take the Magic with us. Why am I so degenerate? Exactly. Yes, take the Texans, Brandon. Yes. Brian Abreu for the Astros. Yeah, I like the Abreu. It's a decent signing. Like Gurriel's a little old. You got Abreu, White Sox MVP kind of. He's got a little in the tank. This is a good move for them. They have a bunch of young studs. They got him. They bring back Michael Brantley, right? Another old kind of vet guy, professional hitter, as they say. And it's we won't say his real name. I get it. I like Bobby Abreu too. It's good for the Phil. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Parlay today, Maris, South Florida, Delaware. Big waves. I don't know. Pounder was in here. He likes South Florida, and he's been bad, so he's not happy with the South Florida team. Again, you want to take Maris here over Manhattan. Red Foxes, okay. Blue Hens, I'm with you. South Florida, I kind of like Little Hots today. I did not bet these things. We're busy with the Houston Rodeo in March. Houston Rodeo. What are we doing? It's conference tournament time in March.
Can I bet on the Houston Rodeo? I mean,
who's playing Thursday Night Football? Jags and the Jets. Another bar burner. Terry, good afternoon. How are you today? Cleveland has 45th mile an hour winds on Saturday. Well, hopefully my under looks good. Well, it's raining like crazy down here in the old H-Town, outside of H-Town. I'm 40 minutes outside of H-Town. I need the last Woody. Tired. B Fox, love the Bruins regulation. I like the under here. Let's just go under the total. We need under here. We might take Rodgers. Rodgers to the Texans. Christmas Train, good Xmas movie. The Christmas Train? What is that? Is that supposed to be Polar Express, the Christmas Train? I don't even know what that is. Arkansas State versus Alabama State. -11. The Red Wolves and Omaha money line against Denver. I like the Pioneers here. They almost made the cut today. Big waves. I'm Pewey.
No, Ooey Pooey. Ooey Pooey today. Yes, Ooey Pooey today.
Plus 18 in the Blue Hens. I don't know if I would do. 18. I guess it's a decent number, Ooey Pooey, but I don't know. No, thank you. Ooey Pooey. Late again. You are. It's all right, though. I appreciate you coming in. And hit the like button. Michael, have a good one. And I'm going to get out here, too. I got my phone's ringing off the hook. I got to take care of the business, as they say. But we're out of here. Be back tomorrow, midday money on a Tuesday, we'll talk about this great bowl game today. And we got a wild one in Green Bay, playoff ramifications, sarcasm included. See ya.